In this video, let's discuss about PN junctions VI characteristics from Unit 1. So, this graph shows you VI characteristics of PN junction diode. We have two types of biasing. The graph in first quadrant is for forward bias. The graph in third quadrant is for reverse bias. On x-axis we have voltage, on y-axis we have current. So initially, while the RES value in the circuit diagram is varied slowly, then we have a slight variation of current for more variations in voltage. So voltage is taken in x-axis and current is taken in y-axis. So we can see the graph will be slightly moving horizontally towards the cut-in voltage or the knee voltage, which is indicated here. So knee voltage is the voltage which will be 0.7 for silicon and 0.3 for germanium. That is, the electrons or majority carriers should cross that barrier with voltage more than the knee voltage. Then only conduction occurs. So we have from there, after reaching the cut-in voltage, the current will be drastically increased for slight change in voltage. So we can see that variation here. This is about the forward bias. Okay, in reverse bias, we have very less conduction here. I can hardly say it never conducts. So slight variation in currents will be measured in terms of mu amps. Current will be measured in terms of mu amps over here. So slight variation in voltage gives you very less current, and we reach a point called as breakdown voltage. If you still increase the voltage, the diode gets into a breakdown region. Breakdown region means the device gets spoiled. So this occurs in a reverse bias condition. Now using this graph, we can calculate two types of resistance: DC or static resistance and AC or dynamic resistance. DC or static resistance is found out using the Ohm's law, that is R equal to Vs by S, whereas dynamic resistance or AC resistance is found out by taking two values. So I can tell you from the graph. So cut the graph at one point and cut the graph at one point using horizontal and vertical lines. Horizontal line shows a value on current axis. Current axis means y-axis. So that value will be taken as IS, and then another value which is directed by vertical line from that cutting point towards the x-axis. That value can be taken as Vs. So if you take the ratio of Vs by Is, this gives you the static resistance. Whereas for dynamic resistance, delta value will be taken, delta Vd and delta Id will be taken. And now we can see that for finding this dynamic resistance, we need to cut the graph at 2 points. That difference gives you the dynamic resistance. Previous case it was at 1 point. Now we have 2 points, and the difference will be taken as your dynamic resistance. So in this way we calculate the dynamic resistance value. Thank you.